Don't even know how to start it.
Oh, it doesn't feel right.
No, it doesn't. Right, this video is going to be a very quick one and completely unedited because it's just something that we need to make you guys aware of, as it's going to affect this whole channel as a collective.
Yeah.
So just to give you some context, if you haven't seen the post already, earlier on today we posted this on our channel and on our other socials as well. Basically, I had a bit of a run-in with someone in our local town yesterday, and it completely threw me off.
Yeah.
To the point where I came home after this happening and I literally was hovering over the delete button on every channel, every profile, everything that we have online to just completely remove us from the internet.
Honestly, Ben's face when he walked through the door, I was like, what's wrong? What's happened? Like, I thought he bloody, well, I didn't know what. I thought something like, well, something did happen, but it was, I've never seen you like that.
No, and
Ben was like, we're done, we're finished, this is not worth it, the safety of you and us and the baby, you know, could have been compromised. It was just horrific. So, do you want to talk about what happened?
Yeah, just in a nutshell, basically I was walking down the high street and some random guy approached me, clearly recognised me from what we post online, and came within inches of my face and just flat out called me a liar, told me that I was chatting utter shit, and demanded that I tell him the truth about what we post online. To which point I'm not a very confrontational person, so I was never gonna, like, you know, give it back. I always look for the path of least resistance, and I just said, like, look, you can believe what you want, we've always said that, you know, like, and I turned around to walk away, and as I turned to walk away, he followed me and he just continued to step in my way, continued to get in my face, he was gritting through his teeth, telling me, like, literally demanding that I tell him the truth, and calling me all sorts of names and all sorts, and, you know, dragging Lainey through the mud. And I wasn't having any of it, so I continued to walk away. I didn't want to confront this person. I didn't want issues. I didn't want arguments. I didn't want fights. So I continued to try and walk away every time, getting him away, to the point where he clearly wasn't getting what he wanted from me. So he decided to walk off, and he pretty much just gave in.
I think you did the right thing.
Walking away, calling me all sorts, you know, I couldn't care what he calls me, right? Because it's just names. It's just
embarrassing
names.
As well, though.
But, you know,
like,
I was in
the street and that's happening. It's like,
there was easily a good 20 people that would have witnessed it, and, you know, to say afterwards, I got back in the car and I was furious. Like, furious. I was like disappointed that it had come to this, disappointed that someone was so irritated by what we share, by what we post, that they had the audacity to come and confront me like that. And my issue was, what would have happened if I'd had Lainey or the baby with me? Well, like, that was my first initial thought. It was like, I don't care for myself, I care for what would have happened if I had you two with me.
And like, no, like, thank God Apollo wasn't there, because no child should be like exposed to like aggression and anger like that. That's just not right. But to be fair, I'm a different person to you, so I would have probably argued back. Well, I wouldn't, but I would have just been like, I would have been like, fuck right off.
Yeah, I mean,
at the same time, like, it doesn't condone it. Like, nobody. No, like, anyway, the point of the video is that Ben and I have took some time to think about how we want to go with this and what we want to do, and the starting agreement.
Well, just before we do that, I feel like if we were to just pack it in, the people, the person that would have confronted me and other people who feel the same way as he does would end up being the winners. And
yeah, and it's not like it's a competition, but it's like, hang on, we really love doing this, but more than that, we adore, like, our followers and it is a community, isn't it? And like, you guys are the ones who invest your time in us and your suggestions, and who've really helped us through this. And actually, we owe you a lot more gratitude than what he deserved, our frustration. Yeah. So from today onwards, you'll see in like bios and descriptions on all of our social media platforms, it says we've decided to do what Lee's done, which is
a little disclaimer.
Just says, for entertainment purposes, and we're going to be putting a little note at the start of every video that says for entertainment purposes, and it's with the thought in mind that if anybody has an issue, if somebody wants to be abusive or an absolute knobhead, we can just say, look, we've said it's for entertainment purposes. If you're getting annoyed because of something that, you know, that we're doing, well, that's your problem.
Yeah.
Because people have been absolutely vile to us in recent weeks.
Yeah.
Horrific and vile to us in recent weeks. I've never known such toxicity online as the shit that we've had. And you know what? These people seem to forget that they're talking to real people.
Yeah.
And
it's almost as if there's a protection behind a screen that means that they can get away with things. And
but you know what? If you're one of those people who've left a comment like that, it's you that I feel sorry for, because it's you who've got a problem. This is not my... The issue isn't what we're putting out. The issue is that you're clearly a very unhappy person, and I'm really sorry that you can't seem to find happiness in other ways.
And just simply off the back of that as well is... like, that person who would have confronted me yesterday, and people who leave comments will simply either scroll on, move on. That guy probably went to bed last night completely forgetting about the whole altercation, whereas I was sat in my bed last night, like, mulling over the whole situation, deciding that, like,
what have we done?
Yeah,
what have we done?
Utterly,
I want to share with you guys.
And
what are we thinking that this is a good idea? Like, it's not, and we shouldn't have to do that. Why can't we put things online for people to enjoy without bullshit from people? Anyway, on the same note, I just want to say, on a separate note, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who's so loving and kind and supportive, and also to those people who have come to us when you've seen us out when we're out and about, and we've had a lovely chat, and it's been so gorgeous to meet you and say hi, and you've really invested in us and genuinely wondered how we're doing, and been excited to meet Apollo and things like that. So thank you to you lovely people. You are the people who we from now on will focus on, but we just had to say this. And
as just to put this in a nutshell, is for you, all of you who believe in what we're sharing, you know, that's exactly the point of the videos. For anyone that doesn't believe us,
that's okay too.
Absolutely, from this, we've never discouraged different opinions, and you know, now you guys, as with the disclaimer on the video, you can view it from an entertainment point of view, and hopefully that can discourage any negativity that you have feeling toward us.
And if you can't view it from an entertainment point of view, just don't view it at all. It's fine. Just don't, like...
I think this would probably upset a lot of people that we are putting for entertainment purposes in the description. And if that does upset you, then, you know, like,
you've got to just think of it from our perspective. We've got to protect ourselves,
if
our mental health and our physical health, and our family.
If that means you no longer watch our videos, follow us on our socials, then that's absolutely fine. Like, but we've got to do this for us, and hopefully you guys can understand why it is we're doing this, because, you know, it's not worth it at the end of the day. It's not worth it. Nobody,
no matter how it is put across, whether that's online or in person, nobody ever deserves to be abused in any way, shape or form. I'm not having it. This community that we've got, there's no space or place for it, and we won't give time to it. So if you're going to leave anything negative, you can expect to be blocked. And anybody who just comes to for the kindness, the enjoyment, for the community, that this is our safe place in that sense. And so you're always going to be welcome, and you're always going to be valued by us. And I think that pretty much sums up everything we want to say.
Yeah, I think it does. And, like, you know, this video isn't for pity. This isn't for like, you know, like, I'm feeling really sorry for myself. It's just because we didn't want to put the disclaimer on the videos, and then you guys suddenly turn around and be like, what? Hang on. I've been following you for 2 years, and now you're throwing this on your video. Yeah. We needed to justify why we're doing it, and we needed to explain ourselves.
Well, and I think we owe it to you guys to know that. I agree. You know, that we're as transparent as possible with things like this, and so, you know, why would we not say this? But anyway, for all the rest of you who are just wonderful and kind and loving, and even those of you who are skeptical and, you know, the objectors and the, you know,
you're still welcome here. It's just, you know, like...
The ones who put across the points with kindness, or with, you know, without having to be horrible or vile to
us. We don't care if you don't believe.
And we still appreciate you, so thank you.
Absolutely.
You still always have a place here.
You always open up our minds to different ways of thinking, and we appreciate that.
Okay, so thank you so much. And we're probably going to see you on Sunday for Spooky Sunday.
Yeah.
Where I decided I'm going to do my own little household investigation. It's been ages, and I really want to do this on my own, because I've never done it. So not on my own anyway.
No.
Ben needs a big hug. Right.
Right.
Anyway.
We'll see you later.
Peace. Mwah.